emotional regulation. The truth for this week is that there are areas in your life where your emotions are completely under control. And there will be other areas in your life where you're kind of teetering on the edge. It just depends. It could go one way or it could go another. And there will be other areas in your life where you know you're just not your best. Absolutely not. So there's kind of three main buckets there. And if you start to think about the emotions that you feel in each of those areas and how that manifests itself into your behavior, into your actions, you'll then have a lot of really rich data to be able to use to say, I want more of the good stuff. I don't want to really be at the whim of some external influence. And I genuinely don't want to feel the way that I feel when I am in this particular emotional state. So then you get an opportunity to figure out your emotions, to figure out how that manifests into the feelings and actions that you're taking, and then take some action steps, whether it's distancing yourself from a particular negative situation, whether it's saying, I am actually making up my mind to say, if this thing happens, I'm going to look at it from a positive angle. I'm not going to take it as a negative judgment and then think in some way that it's an attack on me or that I need to attack in terms of, trying to resolve a situation or prove a point or get your stance out there on the table. And conversely as well, on the positive things, why does that enact feelings of positivity with me? Why do I have great emotions when I'm in and of that situation? Because ultimately what you're trying to do is navigate as much as you possibly can over to that particular area for you. So think about that in terms of your regulation. Now, I don't mean to say that you're going to be in a position where you're faking it or you're lying to yourself or you're going to put up with anything just to get by. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm talking about is being intentional about how you want to feel, understanding how you typically feel in that situation, figuring out what the delta is, and then making some inroads and steps. It could be a pre-conversation. It could be you having, some meditation prior to getting involved in a circumstance or situation. It could be just taking a breath or a beat in the moment to say, I'm not going to respond right away. I'm going to let myself settle, and then I'm going to actually respond then. Whatever works best for you works best for you. So think about where you need a wee bit more regulation in your emotions, figure out why, and take some action steps towards that this week.